What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna be reacting to Zephfire. Video's called "The Greatest Haters Ever," and in the thumbnail, it has a Reverse Flash and Doctor Doom and Kendrick Lamar for anyone, because that's kind of a crazy flip flop from comic book characters to a real person. But yeah, this video I believe is pretty old. Yeah, it's a month old. I must have forgotten about it. I never checked it out. So yeah, and it has some of my favorite characters. I'm guessing he's gonna be talking about them because they're in the thumbnail. And I just want to say, Dr. Doom is a hater, but I don't know if he hates as hard as Reverse Flash. Reverse Flash got to be the biggest dick eater I've ever seen in my life. If there's one villain I wouldn't want to ever have as a villain, it's Reverse Flash, because he is the pettiest motherfucker I've ever seen. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's waste no time. Get right to it.
Hating is truly an art form like no other. To be a hater means you have pure animosity in your soul towards a person, place, or thing. So much hatred that is pretty much a part of one's personality, and sometimes even their purpose of living. And when going against a hater whose whole meaning of life is to destroy yours, I would recommend taking a back seat, because facing people like them head on could be a death sentence.
Yes, I agree. I agree. There's levels to haters. But especially if you have a crash out one, the one that don't give a fuck, you just want to see your world burn. Yeah, you gotta like pull back. You got it, big bro. Like you gotta pull one of those.
To your reputation. Because if the person in question is true to their game, they'll sabotage your spirit by any means necessary.
Yep. Yes, sir.
That's one of the parts of hating I kind of respect. The dedication. It kind of makes the hating a spectacle to see. Like, take Lex Luthor, for example. This dude hates Superman, who's the embodiment of good and saving as many people as possible from any evil. And Luthor is just raging at the fact that an alien is a better person than he could ever be. Plus, he's bald. That's already enough reason to be a crash out. Lex takes hating to another level throughout the entire movie. After Superman turns himself in, after Lex
who the fuck did that to him? Hey, I didn't see this movie.
Throughout the entire movie. After
he picking up Superman like he Tommy Pickles? They fucking tossing him up like that? Like he a child? Oh, nah.
Man turns himself in after Lex himself broke into his house to steal Superman's parents' secret tape they filmed for him before their planet, blew up. And also steal his dog. This dude put him in a whole alternate dimension prison. And it seems like he keeps everyone he hates in this jail, like his ex. She's not even a criminal. She's only in there because she was about to
Wait, is that real? He got his ex-girlfriend. But he has his ex in the... what's that shit called? I know what he's talking about. Oh my god, I'm blanking on the name, but I'm gonna just call it the prison for now. Jesus, I know the name of this, but I am completely blanking out right now. But is that true for anyone who's seen the movie? Is that true? That's a crazy thing to do.
Expose his ass for being the true criminal. Not just that, he made a whole clone of Superman just to beat Superman's
ass. Yeah, I know about that part.
This man could have done so much good things with the clone. He could have been out saving the world with the clone. Shoot, he could have made the clone look like
his clone is ugly as fuck, by the way.
Accomplishing world peace. Based on how strong it was going toe-to-toe with Superman. But nah, instead he would rather use the clone to square up with Superman because he hated him that much. And this boy was willing to destroy the entire Earth at the end of the movie, just to potentially catch a successful fade. The amount of hating Lex Luthor does throughout the movie is unfathomable. And of course, in the comics, this man is still a menace. In one of the Superman Adventures comics, Supergirl is sick and dying of an illness. Then out of desperation, Superman goes to Lex Luthor for him to cure her. And Lex is like,
yeah, I'll cure her illness. You just gotta do one thing for me.
You gotta kill yourself.
He was only willing to...
This is true. This is true. Yeah, Lex is crazy, bro. All he wants is Superman dead. That's all he wants, bro.
Help a dying Supergirl if
That's his
Superman
dream.
offed himself. And it turned out he didn't even have a cure. He just wanted Superman dead. If this ain't some A1 hating, then I don't know what is. Lex Luthor
that's
definitely
crazy.
belongs in history's biggest haters.
Yeah, for
now,
sure.
excuse me, I gotta go bounce. This ain't even my channel.
Thank you so much for that intro, Zephfire. And I know some of y'all might be asking, who am I? Man, I'm Degenerocity. You know who I am.
Cap.
And I'm about to pick up where he left off
Shout out
because there
Degenerocity.
is so many haters that I can really sit down and dissect. I'm gonna crack your cranium and fertilize your brain right here, right now. I'm gonna start it off with one
That's
of the
crazy.
greatest haters of all time, Dio. Dio's one of the
Oh,
greatest.
yes, absolutely. Hey, Dio might be on Reverse Flash level. Dio might be on Reverse Flash level. For anyone who doesn't know, well, you about to find out. This motherfucker, he's out of control. He is out of
Haters
control.
of all time. The amount of hate he carries in his heart is the same amount of plastic on Kim K, nigga. It's too damn big. This man on his introduction literally jumped out the V with joy, ready to cause nothing but hatred. Anything related to Jonathan
that shit on,
was
though.
getting belt to ass. You his dog, he booming. You Jonathan himself, he's smoking you. He literally stole his girl's first kiss so Jonathan couldn't do it himself. Nigga, that is rape. And you really had niggas in the background being like, damn, big bro, I want to do that too.
Yeah, yep.
Like, he hated so much, he waited hundreds of years just to beef with his main ops descendants. This man was using his ops body to have sex with multiple women. Nah, no.
This is all true. Yeah, this is Yo, Dio is a crazy character, bro. Holy shit, bro. You know how crazy you have to be to take someone's body and then like live your life like normal. Like he deadass had children and a whole family with another while using another dude's body. That's crazy, bro.
Rewind that, you heard what I said. He's a freaky ass nigga.
Yes,
and he
yes,
really
he
had
is.
international niggas on payroll just to make sure there's nowhere on the planet you can't feel that hatred.
Oh my God.
This man real life hired a baby. Nigga, a baby. And he's ugly. Another Dio disciple meant to pass on the hatred was an orangutan that owned a ship, smoked cigarettes, and read magazines. Rod Wave, I know you're under there, nigga. Stop avoiding your taxes.
That
And what I
is
hate about
crazy. He
Dio the
kinda
most,
do look
he will
like him.
never not look clean while doing all this hating.
That is
I
true.
will
Him and
never
his
forget
fucking runway walk. Why does he walk like that, yo? It's crazy. He be playing on though. Like as if cameras are on him at all times.
the final fight of part 3 where he finally showed off to Jotaro and the gang. And when Joseph found out, he was like, "Watch
He knows
out,
the
bro.
camera's
This
there."
nigga Dio wildin'." And Dio really said, "Nah, DJ, run that back again." He really said,
His voice actor is incredible.
"Who got the actor to snap like that? Play
Yes.
that one more time." Come on. For my people in the back.
That nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
That is a little bit of glaze, but Dio kind of deserve it. I'm not gonna lie. He gotta be one of the most disrespectful villains I've ever seen in my life. And his power tool, cool as shit. His stand ability is so cool. Dio's a super cool character. I mean, like, if he was real, I'd hate the fuck out of him. But, you know, as a villain, he cool. It's like Mahito. Like, for anyone who knows JJK, like, Mahito, everyone hates him, but he's a good-ass villain.
Dio's one of the greatest haters of all time.
Yes, he is.
Now, I do want to
Absolutely.
rapid fire a lot more before I get to the next major one I'm going to talk about. We were just talking about Star Wars a few videos ago, and their entire power system is built on having the greatest haters to ever live. If you are a Sith or using the
That
dark
is
side
true.
of the Force,
I never
you
thought
can
about
live
this.
damn near anything as long as you have enough
Yeah,
hate
for being
and
a hater.
rage in
Yep.
your body. And
This
if
is true.
Skywalker getting burned alive,
He
could've
survived,
been
yeah.
burning like how King Von is for days.
He survived
on end,
because he was
simply
hating.
due to his hatred of
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. And hating on Obi-Wan really gotta be a free ticket to immortality, because even Darth Maul survived
Darth Maul
getting
survives
cut in
everything 'cause he
half,
hates
unlike
Obi-Wan.
a certain JJK character. Only survived the encounter because the hatred for Obi-Wan kept his soul alive.
Kenobi!
Yeah, I remember that.
Slade is truly one of the greatest haters from my childhood.
He's a good
I know
one.
everyone and their mama know that one episode where he gaslit the Titans
You know,
so
when you're watching this show, like I watched this when I was younger. I don't think, like, I never thought about he a grown ass man fighting a bunch of teenage like a bunch of teeny bopper superheroes, and like he like real life wants them like dead. Like he like real life wants to beat the fuck out of them. It's crazy. I never processed that when I was younger, but now like rewatching some of this it's crazy.
bad. They dead thought Robin was fighting a ghost. But people only talking about this scene actually pisses me off because Slade does so much more. The series literally ends with an entire episode of him tormenting Beast Boy. In the final scene of the show is just him saying this about his girlfriend.
She doesn't want to see you anymore. She doesn't want to see you anymore.
Yep.
This was hatred so palpable it literally scared me as a kid. And this ain't even mentioning him probing all the Titans just to manipulate Robin. Like he
Yes.
literally spent the entire first season tormenting Robin with slave bots and just trolling the nigga.
I won't stop. Not now, not ever. I am the thing that keeps you up at night.
You know, and people wonder why Robin was double knee dropping off the top rope. He was jumping off of buildings, double knee dropping on villains. People wonder why. You know, I think he learned from this motherfucker. I think he learned from him. It's like, I gotta off everybody. Batman may have a no kill rule, but this Robin was moving like he don't give a fuck. Insane, man.
Evil that haunts every dark corner of your mind.
The thing that's so
Hold
funny
on,
to
let me
me,
go
I
back,
don't
because
even...
I wasn't listening. Hold on.
I am the thing that keeps you up at night. The evil that haunts every dark corner of your mind.
The thing that's so funny to me, I don't even know why Slade hates on the Titans the way that he does.
I don't
assume
either.
the comics explain this, but every single time I ask people about him in the comics, they're just like,
But there's so many different versions.
I really don't know.
Yes,
would
I
just
do know.
move on.
I do know he has that side to him in some comics.
Actually, I didn't because it's none of your goddamn business.
So if I were to take a hair from your desk and run it for drugs, it would come back positive, right?
Because why would someone pretend to be an addict if he's not? Unless he's got something a hell of a lot worse to hide.
Yeah, that's a hater smile. He
Now,
got that
Dope's one
Cheshire
of the
Cat
most
smile.
iconic haters in fiction, and I'm not
See, I don't
exaggerating
know this
when I
one.
say this.
I
He
just
is
know
so
the meme.
iconic. He has become a popular meme in 2 different generations. When I was growing up, all you would see on Vine is,
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. Wrong size, motherfucker.
and today,
Yeah.
I would be surprised if you
I
could
know
even
that
go
one.
4 effing seconds without seeing any type of Dokes reaction image. He is
Yeah, I
that
know this one too.
iconic. I love Dokes' and Dexter's relationship so much because they're literally just a live-action version of Light and L. One of them works with the police and is also a murderer. The other one is highly suspect of the culprit that everybody loves. They are very similar relationships, except Dokes is 10 times more vulgar.
Fuck you.
Okay.
From literally episode 1 of this show, this man was hot on his ass. It's the type of hatred that would actually inspire you, I'm not gonna hold you. Like the way he would catch Dexter lacking just off hating alone is some of the most infatuating to watch.
You finally decided to fight back.
Who the fuck is this
Why
nigga?
why
Some of
was
my
he
favorite
there?
scenes from him is where he damn near breaks the 4th wall to catch Dexter in a trap, a hezzy, a straight ankle breaker.
That is nasty. Yeah,
Boy, is
you
Victim's
get your
blood
ankle
just to have a
snaps like
party at
that.
the
It's
motherfucking
crazy.
Marina View Hotel. Why would he do that?
To chase me down the rabbit hole.
What was that, Morgan?
Bro, he dead almost read this nigga's mind. His hatred is so strong it got him astral projecting. One of my favorites
Right?
is in
What
season 2
the
where Dexter's
fuck?
doing
He in his thoughts? Oh, hell no. Yeah, this a different type of hating. He knew he monologued. He read the script, bro. That's crazy.
some stuff he shouldn't be doing on the job, and quickly switches to some OnlyFans stuff when Dokes enters the room. And he really tries to throw
that
Dokes
is
off
insane.
saying, yeah, I'm just in here watching porn, man. I'm a sick individual.
Oops. Caught me.
Bullshit. What the hell were you really doing in here?
The tits are right there.
Yeah. But in 10 years, you've never rented a single porn title.
How does he know that?
Man watching Dexter just for
Nah, that is crazy. Who randomly tracks that? That's a random thing to track. Oh my god, yeah, that is crazy. I don't know if he's smart or like he kind of a creep too, nah? He's stalking the fuck out of him.
Dokes' parts alone, but I'm not gonna lie, the way the show does him is some bullshit. But Dokes is still one of the greatest haters to ever walk Earth. And there is so much more I could talk about. Skip Bayless talking about LeBron,
Skip
aka
Bayless is a
Live
real
Frozen
life
one, doing
crazy hater.
generational damage to his PR during the Miami Heat era. Cartoons, in my
Dead
opinion,
ass.
got some of the most underrated haters of all time. The hatred Timmy Turner's dad has on Dinkelberg is some of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Did she give you this bazooka?
Which I can't fire at the Dinkelberg's house because it's out of ammo.
Shredder was
I don't remember
generational
that.
hatred levels on Nickelodeon. Literally stole and raised his main op's daughter, straight tormenting
Yeah,
the
Shredder
Turtles.
is
Look how
a
he
major
did this
fucking
nigga.
hater. Damn!
Nah, bro, he was
Leaving him in the air doing twirls is crazy. He literally spun him like a basketball and left him there. That is insane work, bro.
And this ain't even counting how he was willing to sacrifice the entire planet just to kill Splinter. He one of the greatest of all time, but he not even the best out of a cartoon. I would go as far as to say Bikini Bottom got some of the greatest haters in all of fiction.
Ooh,
Whether it's
hold on.
the civilians or the characters we know, everybody's out here hating.
I can't think right now. Who?
Let's see. Roll on or stick?
I think she should buy both.
They do be
Like
hating.
the way these niggas
but I
will
can't pick
actually
a
go
one
out their
person.
way just to hate on you is insane. Like we got examples like this fish right here who hasn't eaten for 3 days. And instead of taking the free food and graciously accepting the offer, he ends up hating on crabs and walking away. This nigga would rather hate and die than be a good person.
Is this nigga serious?
Like their hatred is
Yeah,
so on go. If you
cartoons,
just
man.
scream at an old man, they are willing to beat him half to death. And it don't matter what age it is, whether it's kids or adults, you are going to get fried.
Hey, I saw you on TV last night.
New brand plate.
Now, sometimes I feel
Ah.
like the hatred of certain characters is warranted.
I don't think
Playing
he did
hating
that on
Mr.
purpose.
Krabs, in my opinion, is justified. This nigga will do anything for a little
Yeah.
bit of change. Like, I know y'all remember when he sold off SpongeBob for 62 cents. Nigga, that's not even a good business decision. And Squidward be hated like
Squidward
crazy,
be
but I
hating.
can honestly get it. The way he be getting rage baited, I honestly don't even know how he's alive.
Come on, Squidward, give it a try.
You did it wrong,
Hey, hold him. Yeah, hey, hold him. Yeah, you gotta crash out.
I can rapid fire some more real quick. I hear Sabretooth from X-Men is generational at
Oh,
his
it's
hatred
Wolverine,
for
yes.
Wolverine. He
Yep.
has this twisted birthday tradition where whenever it is Wolverine's birthday, no matter where he is on the planet, he will spawn to torment Wolverine. We could talk about
Damn.
Goro Akechi from Persona, who is like gay people's like Yagami. His
That
hatred
is
and
crazy.
disdain for the main character is
Yeah, I
actually
haven't played
so
Persona
dope.
5
I
yet.
love the cutscene where he's like, "Come, Loki!"
Ah! Yes!
Damn, that music kicking in
We
is
could talk
fire.
about Demise from Legend of Zelda, who lost
I do
one
want to play that
fate
eventually.
and decided to curse Link's entire lineage. It's times like this where I wish I could come to Nintendo and
Wait,
just slap
what?
someone upside the head. This scene would have.
Yes! I love that!
We could talk about Demise from Legend of Zelda, who lost one fade and decided to curse Link's entire lineage. It's times like this where I wish I could come to
That is
Nintendo and
crazy.
just slap someone
That's
upside.
almost like Zamasu. Didn't Zamasu? He lost one fight to Goku and wanted to kill him. Not only did he want to kill him, though, he decided that every human now, every mortal being should die. So if you weren't a god, he wanted to kill you. So Zamasu, that is kind of similar. He lost one fight and decided, fuck everyone. They all die.
In the head. This scene would have had elite voice acting. But no, they want all their characters to talk in moans. Why am I looking at a Toad and he's talking about some... Green Goblin is my favorite comic book villain of all time.
Green
and the
Goblin
way
is
he
a
would
massive
go out
hater.
his
Yes.
way to torment Peter Parker is actually hilarious. One scene
He really
that I'll never
powerbombed
get
the fuck
over
out of
is
Tom
the fact that
Holland's
he
Spider-Man.
hid in a burning building,
Through a
screamed
floor.
at the top of his lungs, hid in the building.
Yes, as in he pretended to be a old lady, right? He pretended to be an old lady screaming out like he was in danger. How the fuck did he do that in the first place? But he pretended to be an old lady. And just to sneak him. He didn't even like try to kill him in that moment. He literally just snuck him. That is next level, bro. He had no purpose behind it. He just wanted to fucking fuck with him and punch him.
As a
You ain't
grandma
trying to kill
just
him.
to get one cheap shot on Parker.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there is so much more you could have done with that advantage, nigga. You just wanted to piss him off. And I knew Green Goblin was moving on hatred and no type of plan when he literally did this 2 seconds after finding out he was Peter Parker.
Oh, yes. Boomed his house.
This nigga is crazy.
I got a whole video series on Kendrick Lamar. He really showed y'all on the big stage what real haters be doing, writing each other poems. But nah, Kendrick was real life hating in ways I've never even seen possible. Like, I remember watching the Super Bowl, seeing that chain on Kendrick. I was confused. I thought Amazon bought him. I was like, damn, Jeff Bezos, you still buying Africans? That's not cool.
That's insane.
But nah, he had the lowercase a to represent A minor. While JoJo walking on stage too.
While looking down the camera lens like that is
him dapping up everyone in existence at the Grammys, just to make sure the part where he calls Drake a pedophile plays on the speakers. Kendrick's truly a generational hater, but another rapper that has truly caught my eye is 50 Cent. Now, 50 Cent has proved to me.
Yeah, 50 Cent's a good one. And when he hates you, oh man, it's so bad. Cause bro, he'll turn everything into jokes, bro. It's the worst. The way he did to Floyd, man.
Me that there is just different levels to this hating shit. This man Diddy asked him to go shopping one time and he said, "Oh nigga, you gay." This man made a documentary over his biggest op and it has over 20 years worth of footage. And I don't even think Batman with prep time could have got some of this shit, nigga. Like, he somehow got footage that not even Diddy know about. I know 50 got him watching it in prison like,
see, I ain't watched the doc.
This man has also been on the press tour of hell, smiling ear to ear, telling niggas how he slimed out Diddy.
Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's gonna feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. This is the best documentary I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, he a real life hater,
I've known
man.
50 Cent my whole life.
Deserved,
and besides
though.
this gift, I've never seen this nigga smile
That
till
one's
now.
deserved.
Tobias Whale, I really want to put in his own video. He's really just an evolved version of Uncle Ruckus. And the amount of hatred he be spewing out, I'm surprised CW even aired this.
I always say you can't trust a big-lipped, barrel-chest, nappy-headed, bug-eyed, sleuth-footed
Damn.
Negro as far as you can throw him.
Big fella!
Joker's one of the greatest villains of all time, but in this context, he's kind of a mixed bag. Like, you could argue that Joker doesn't actually hate the Batman, he just loves to rage bait. And if that's the case, I'm not gonna lie, yes,
That's kind of
this
true.
nigga's spitting.
He doesn't really hate
But
Batman.
depending on the adaptation, there is some things he does to Batman you cannot label as any form of sick, twisted love. We could talk about Death in the Family, where this man beat the life out of Jason Todd just so he could troll.
Yes. But like, Joker's whole thing is he wants Batman to break his code of not killing. To prove that he's right. Right? So like, it's not really that he hates him, right? Because he doesn't really want to kill Batman. At least most of the time, he doesn't really want to kill Batman. But yeah. He do be doing some wild shit.
Cry for his life. Isn't that funny, Batman?
Do you see me? There's a kid, by the way.
We could talk about Death of the Family. We commit so much atrocities, I can't even write it
Doesn't
on a
he
list.
cut his face off?
Actually, never mind. I can. How about we start this bit off with arson? Oh, shit. He even tortured random civilians and dressed them as the Justice League. I would have been like,
This whole time we was getting saved by some lame-ass looking niggas? Oh, hell!
And one of the worst comic examples of this is a comic called Emperor Joker, where Joker is somehow blessed with godlike powers and he begins to go crazy. And there is so many atrocities he does in this comic, I don't even know where to start. He literally eats China, but he uses his hatred on Batman to not only torture him for years on end. Whenever Batman would die from...
But why did he hold China? That's my only question. I don't know why specifically did he eat China? Out of all the places, there's a lot of places he could have chosen. He said, nah, fuck this place. That's crazy.
him for years on end. Whenever Batman would die from the torture, Joker would bring him back to life. One of the worst ones is where Joker gives Batman
he hates
no
him in this
mouth
universe.
and he cannot scream. And every morning, a flock of vultures come in and eat.
Who the fuck wrote this comic book? He must have like really hated. First of all, he must have really hated China, and then he must have really hated Batman. Holy shit. This is like the worst form of torture you could give somebody.
Eat him alive. This is unrealistically.
I don't even believe Joker would ever do this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't believe it.
Demonic levels of hatred. What do you even do to this?
And he does a lot of crazy shit.
Reverse
But he
Flash
does it
and
to other
Dr.
people.
Doom are like two of
Not
the
Batman.
greatest haters probably ever. Both of these two I feel like are in a tier of their own, and whichever one you decide to pick is honestly up to your personal preference. If you want method,
I think Reverse Flash is worse than Dr. Doom. But I wouldn't want to fight Dr. Doom. If I had to pick between them as villains, I say I don't know, just off me at that point. I'm not fighting them motherfuckers. They're too much.
Elegant, plotted
That's
out
crazy.
methods of pettiness. Dr. Doom is the way to go. This man will literally save the child of his greatest op just so he can have something over his head. But if you want to see a nigga whose only purpose is to thrive off ignorance, Reverse Flash is honestly your guy.
Can't let this happen, Thawne. You'll die too. As you say in this era, totally worth it.
Weird.
Like, bro, niggas think he's a villain for any type of purpose.
He doesn't care.
He just like to hate.
Yeah, bro. Like, he doesn't care, bro. That's the fucked up part about him. He's like, yeah, I'll dive. Who cares? He just wants to ruin Flash's life. I've never seen a villain like this ever. I guess Dio's pretty close. But this is like ultimate hatred.
Like, bro, niggas think he's a villain for any type of purpose. But really, nigga, he just like to hate. He don't care about none of that shit. This man was making Barry's life worse throughout every mundane task since birth. If that nigga ever tripped down the stairs, it was him. Barry playing baseball, hold his ass.
I don't know if he's gonna talk about this, but he can't kill Flash. Because if the Flash never exists, he never becomes Reverse Flash, and then he ends up dying. So he spends his whole entire life, instead of killing Flash, just making his life as terrible as possible. He went back in time to ruin his childhood, and then he killed his mom, bro. This character is crazy.
Barry having a friend, and he said,
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun?
And erased the nigga out of existence.
He erased him.
I don't even have the energy in my voice to make it sound any crazier. Put this nigga under the jail.
That is a child,
thing
my
about
boy.
His hatred to me, it's not even restricted to just the Flash. It is to anybody that wrongs him. There was this girl that Eobor Thawne had a crush on, and when he tried to shoot that shot, I ain't gonna lie, she dubbed him.
Break that
because
shit.
She ain't like him. She had a whole man.
Yeah,
She's
this is like Haley Steinfeld with who's the Miles Morales voice actor from the Spider-Verse movies. That's essentially how this went. It said the motherfucker had power so he could travel back in time and fuck with her.
Being a good wife, and this man really said that pussy belongs to me.
Yep.
And he goes back in time and shakes her so hard she became a vegetable. Oh, hell nah. And this is all because she didn't give him any. Literally reduced her to a Twitch streamer IQ. Nigga, ain't you a streamer?
That is crazy. Hold on, did he mention... Hold on, maybe I didn't hear it.
Because she ain't like him. She had a whole man. She's just being a good wife. And this man really said, that pussy belongs to me. And he goes back in time.
Okay, I don't think he mentions it, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he goes back in time first and kills the dude. I don't know if he kills him or he just well, either way he's dead. But he erases him from existence or he kills him. But either way, he's not there anymore. So he never exists and she never falls in love with him. And then he shoots a shot again at her and he still can't get her. So he goes back in time and does this to her.
And shakes her so hard she became a vegetable.
He's like, fuck it, I can't have her.
Nah.
So no
and
one
this
can.
Is all because she didn't give him any. Literally reduced her to a Twitch streamer IQ. Nigga, ain't you a streamer? And Dr. Doom is also on this level too. The thing I love about Doom the most, he has hated Reed for so long, you could literally scale his hatred on a spectrum.
Yeah.
He has stuff as small as making the Wi-Fi password to his kingdom an insult to Reed, and he has stuff as big as accepting eternal damnation over forgiving Reed. He'd rather die. This man would rather burn in hell instead of amending his hatred. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of inspirational. And this ain't even the only underworld stuff going on. He literally put Franklin Richards in hell. And this ain't even Franklin with the busted ass powers. Nigga, he's a baby.
Yeah, that's
like,
the
this man
infant
real life
Richards.
had godlike powers. And instead of bringing back his mom or someone he loves, he immediately took Reed Richards' wife, as well as his kids. Is this nigga serious? But hey, Dr. Doom knew what he was doing though. He saw that Milk and Honey carrying all that Stranger Things, and he was like, babe, I got one question for you. Who wants back? Will you still love me, even though I'm chopped?
He is chopped.
Like, I know Sue looking at this nigga like, hell no. Bro, no wonder you hate.
Who's uglier? Him or Deadpool? Cause goddamn, they both ugly. That's an interesting one. Red Skull might be more handsome than these two. So this is kind of crazy.
Reed, you are chopped.
He is actually chopped, yes.
But lastly,
keep that mask on, please.
With the greatest hater in fiction.
And that's why he's doing.
I have no mouth and I cannot scream. I say this with no hyperbole when I say,
yeah, I know this
50
one.
times worse than the greatest hater you think is in fiction. Like the reason why I'm scared of AI use is not because of the gay LeBron edits. It's because of shit like this. This man Am took over and destroyed the entire planet and leaves only a handful of humans for him to torture to no end. One of the first characters that we meet is literally hung on the ceiling by his right ankle.
I ain't gonna lie to you, if AI ever gets this advanced to the point where it could do this shit to people, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm finna like strip all technology from my life. Don't Amish live like that, right? I'm finna do some shit like that or something. I'm gonna have to turn into a fucking farmer or something. Cause this shit, nah, this is nightmare fuel for real.
And has his neck gaped open from ear to ear. And if you heard that thinking that he should be dead by now, well, guess what? I'm gonna start sounding like Steve Harvey, because, dude, yes, but that only amplifies the monstrosity of Am. He will torture you till you're at the last line of your life, only to completely revive you back to health just to do it again. He is a sick and twisted individual who has tortured the humans in the story for over 100 years. And he really be moving like MJ, because his torture is personal as hell. One of the main characters was a scientist, and he was like, I don't know, man, I'm smart as hell. Man, no, you not. And his personal torture to him was to rid him of all his knowledge and have him as functional as a caveman. The torture that he gives throughout this series is so sick and
something like that to every single person.
For the author's mental health. How did you think of any of this?
This shit is actually
Am's
sick.
monologue of hatred is truly one of the greatest pieces of fiction I have ever read through. I have never felt such vitriol jump out of a page. Now, sadly, this is only a comic and a book, so you gotta read. I know a lot of y'all can't. I hear there is a game. I don't know how good it is, but that is also mainly just reading. But I don't want to spoil anything more out of any.
There's videos out of this, so if anybody's interested watching this, like I don't know the specific title though or the person, but I know I've seen a video on this, and that's how I actually know about this story.
And read the story for yourself and feel all the hatred he displays. Shout out my dog Degenerocity for tapping in. And to finally address this, no, we are not the same person. God, can y'all niggas shut up?
But you did do the fusion dance for this video. Shout out Zephfire, shout out Degenerocity. I'll be linking both of their channels in the description, and yeah, and linking the video too. That was an awesome video. Yeah, I feel like I covered everything in the video. What the fuck was that voice crack? I think I covered everything in the video. I don't have anything else to add. So yeah, is there any other haters I can think of? Actually, is there any other haters y'all can think of? Because I know there's some obscure ass characters. Maybe there's some I'm not even thinking of, right? Because I've watched plenty of animes and stuff like that. Nothing's really coming to mind for me right now. But I know there's a lot of shit, especially in shit that I haven't seen, There's some real life haters in these stories. It's crazy. But yeah, if you enjoyed the vid, remember to like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, any recommendations for future videos or anything like that, put it down in the comment section below. And yeah, have a good rest of your day, and take care.